Welcome back to the Sunday Business Page.
When you think of Pittsburgh, think of all of the different styles of architecture that make it such a special place. From the Allegheny County Courthouse to PPG Place to the tower at PNC Plaza. Well, there's a firm called Architectural Innovations that is charting the future to adapt to the needs of Pittsburgh's growing industries and is creating the architectural design of their workplace. Jan Bremeyer is president and owner of the firm, and her work has helped the company become the largest woman-owned architectural company headquartered in Pennsylvania. Jan, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, John.
You know, I love Pittsburgh, and years ago, I remember going on just sort of a little history tour, and the historian said you always have to look up when you walk the streets of Pittsburgh. And that's so true, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because of the unique architectural styles of the many older buildings and even the newer buildings. How important is architecture in designing buildings in a downtown of any city?
It's extremely important. Particularly in the Pittsburgh area, we have new and we have old, and you have to look up and make those distinctions between them. But in addition to that, the architecture that we design is affected by our social, and we've been a part of a lot of architecture in the city. We were fortunate to work with HOK, who designed the what's now currently called the PPG Paints Arena.
Right.
And we were able to work with them, and we did quite a bit of work on that project. We designed the exterior skin. We detailed a lot of the exterior skin. We worked on the press level and a few of the seminar rooms, as well as the toilet rooms, conference rooms. And we particularly worked on being the coordinator for the LEED or the green component of the project.
Well, so that seems to be a requirement for many buildings these days. I know the new tower at PNC is allegedly the greenest building in the world or something, and there's a desire, I think, to blend in your social responsibility needs with architecture.
Absolutely.
Is that tough to do?
It is tough to do, because society essentially affects our design in many cases. Recently, we have been getting involved with the inclusive gender toilet rooms, and we are very excited about it, because what we have concluded from our research is that we can in fact save square footage for our clients. Typically, you would have a gang toilet room. Yeah,
what exactly is an inclusive gender toilet room? Or, I mean, I assume it's not a men's room, it's not a ladies' room, it works for everybody.
It's for everybody.
Wow.
And we're proposing that we have what we have typically had in the past, unisex toilets for everyone. But each one of those toilet rooms be accessible for the handicapped, because essentially we have been discriminating against the handicapped, because if you would go into a gang toilet room, there would generally only be one stall or two stalls, so they would have to wait. This way, the beauty of it all is that it's all inclusive, and it doesn't discriminate against anybody, and it saves the client square footage.
Very interesting. Well, I know we haven't seen those. We still have separate men's and ladies' rooms, I think, and I don't know whether we'll see a change to that, but you're absolutely right that it's the social consciousness of people and the changing tenor of the times that dictates so much of architecture. Let me ask you about this. You are a woman architect and a leading woman architect. Is this a profession that has been male-dominated? Are we now seeing more women entering into architecture?
It is definitely has been male-dominated. I've been in the business for over 30 years, and I've only worked with a little bit more than a handful of females, and even less minorities. And that's one of my goals as this role that I play, that I support and mentor not only young architects, but also really my passion is to help females as well as minorities to have an interest in this field, because it is very, very limited for them.
Yeah, why is that? Why do you think that is? The schools are certainly open to everybody, I should hope.
Well, that's a hard question to answer because it could be the fact that it's basically been dominated by males for a very long time. And I think people are associating males with construction.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, you do think of constructing, you know, the people who are out there building the buildings, but this is the design of the buildings.
Yes.
And, you know, it's not like you have to have heavy physical labor.
No, but you have to be associated with the actual construction and going on the construction site, where a female will tend to have more respect during the design phase, but when you get on the construction site, sometimes that lessens.
Yeah, very interesting. Jan, what do you think is the future of Pittsburgh? We only have about 30 seconds or so, but what do you think in terms of architecture in Pittsburgh? Do you think we can be on the cutting edge of something new and different here?
Absolutely, without a doubt. The beauty of this city is that we have old and new. We're not just all new, and we're not all new, all old either.
Right.
The beauty of it is that we have that complexity and that difference.
Well, Jan Bremmeyer, thank you so much for spending time with us and helping us to understand this better. Congratulations again to you, and we appreciate you being with us. Keep up the good work in Pittsburgh. I love to look up.
Thank you.
Why not? Hey, we'll be back with more of the Sunday Business Page in just a few moments. Stick with us.
The Sunday Business Page will be back in just a moment.